Cody. Okay, we're definitely live. Oh shit, my music's still playing. That's where my copyright claims come from. Bug.
Make
Those
sure the game
shampoos.
audio's off too.
Yes. I don't think I have to turn the music down, no? Because I don't think it picks it up anyway.
I mean, is it playing right now? Because I can't hear it.
Oh yeah, it would be the soundtrack music. Hold on, let me turn my TV on. Oh yeah, there's music playing.
I'm dead.
Is it playing on the stream?
Alright, let me get it open. Let me see this. It's loading. I'm still loading. No, I don't hear it.
Oh, yeah, we should be good then. I was gonna say, because I remember when I was trying to film my universe mode,
Oh
it
yeah, it
wouldn't.
doesn't film
Yeah,
songs.
it doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Why
You
does
can
my
still
tweet
hear
look so weird? Oh yeah, forgot.
you. Oh, it's because you just spaced and then did exclamation points.
What?
And you
WWE
spaced
News:
and then
Undertaker was disgusted with WrestleMania 33 match. Most of his matches are worth being disgusted for.
yeah, what about that Goldberg match?
He was so mad at Bill, bro.
I was pissed,
He's
bro.
like, bro, this garbage ass motherfucker.
I gotta work with this idiot.
Bro, every time I type in real, every single time I click on @real Scarlet Bordeaux, like
I'm dead.
just tag Scarlet for no reason.
The fuck? Alright, let's get that. Go to Instagram. Post. Oh yes. Come to tag people.
Okay.
Paste. Boom. Share. And Instagram is posted. Let me pull up this um, comment section again. And then I'm good. We got anyone yet? Nope.
Bug.
I got the chat open. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh shit, I forgot the controller's plugged in. Alright, we should be good for me. I'm ready. Oh, no, that's me. Fuck.
What time are we at?
We are currently at. Oh shit, no, I'm going full screen. Hold on. Having technical difficulties. We are at 5 minutes.
Damn it. I think 4 is the quickest we'll get this done.
Probably, yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, we are still currently 5 minutes.
Okay.
Boom. And, you done?
No.
Fun.
Well, yeah, I just need to make sure that the thumbnail is on this video.
Bitch ass dog. Like,
The fuck?
this bitch ass dog got a bark now. You fucking bitch.
You should feel very ashamed in yourself.
What did she say? You say you're finishing it yourself?
I said you should be very ashamed in yourself. Because this
I'm
dog is
sorry.
barking.
I'm very sorry, sir.
I want you to bow at King Corbin.
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
King Corbin. Oh, shit.
Said no one ever. Alright. Okay, guys.
Alrighty. Boom.
Alright. I'll just pull up the news here, and we are good. Alright. Alright.
Alright, boom. We're good.
Okay. Let's get this lobby going. Okay, guys. What is up, guys? We're back with another edition of the Notorious podcast, episode 5. This is the news version, and just because we are right around the corner from Money in the Bank, we will be doing the predictions on this episode. It is I, Johnny Mayhem, with the Sir K here. How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, man. Just waiting for this show on Sunday. How are you doing?
You know, so I'm very excited. Not excited as
Okay.
I am.
You sound very excited for this show.
I just want EY to be the hacker.
Whatever, man. Or McGillicuddy. One of the two, both of them together. That's the dream.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Well, anyway, yes. I'm alright, just chilling, waiting for the show on Sunday, excited to see, well, I don't know if it's excitement to see who's gonna win it, or I'm kind of just curious to see who's gonna win it,
Yeah.
so, yeah, I mean, a very underwhelming show,
Very.
the way it's looking at least, and hopefully they could pull off something halfway decent, so,
Yeah,
um,
hopefully.
yeah, that's what we can hope for, but,
Yeah.
see, send me this request here.
Hopefully.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
110%. Yeah, these winners just, ooh,
Suck.
yeah, very badly.
Suck so
Well,
bad.
one of Sami Zayn was going to be taking on Drew Gulak, but then I looked into that, and I guess that's not happening. I don't know if that was supposed to happen or
Oh shit.
yeah, I don't know, man. But let's see.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Uh-oh.
Let's have go 0.
One last. All right. Okay.
Boom.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, Money in the Bank. I mean, with these shows, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't. The, I think at least I learned a long time ago the way to get something good out of some of these shows is to expect nothing from it. But it's kind of hard for this one
Exactly.
because just everything they're doing with it. Obviously, it's like interesting, so you want to watch it to see how everything comes out.
Yeah, see how they're gonna do everything.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll just have to wait and see, man. But I guess it's that first two spots that are cursed.
I guess, man. I think it's the first two spots that are like guaranteed.
We'll have to pick different spots next time.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. So, um, without further ado, I guess we can get into the news, man. So, Jesus.
God.
Starting off, obviously the basics. Raw. We are here with more Raw news as Monday Night Raw reaches another record low.
Oh,
Uh, we came to you with this last week, and now we're back again. Um, man, this show. I
God.
mean, I want to say it would be better if there was a crowd, but like WWE, literally, like every single summer for as long as I can remember, or
Alright.
like in the modern era, at least from when I started watching again in 2016. In the summer, they just go on complete autopilot.
Oh yeah, they just do just whatever shit.
It's yeah, they put no thought or care into literally anything.
I
So
swear, it's just basically waiting till Royal Rumble.
so you never even know how these shows would turn out if there was a crowd. I want to say they'd be better, but like,
Would
would
they
they really?
truly? Yeah. The booking would probably be the same, it'd just be more bearable with the crowd.
Yeah, but
So,
I mean, Jesus Christ, man! This 1.6 had never addressed that, but obviously last week they were 1.7. Now they are sitting at a whopping 1.6 million viewers, and no one cares. Still, nobody cares about this show. Nobody cares about anything that's happening on this show. And I mean, yeah, like I said, I want to say this would be better with a
yeah,
crowd, but
but,
like I said, these shows just go into complete autopilot mode. I mean, like really badly. Um,
oh yeah.
like other than this, man, the worst I think I've ever seen was that 2017, the
Oh
2017
god.
um summer with the
Yeah, that shit was real bad.
that sucked. Um, and the summer, the 2018 was really bad. Basically the
Yeah,
only shining part of that summer was the summer of Seth, and obviously
yeah,
everything
basically.
he was able to do in that
Exactly.
in that period of time that just built him up to Dolph Ziggler at SummerSlam, the lifer.
Yep,
Um,
build them up to life.
yeah, but this viewership is very accurate. It's exactly what they deserve. Because this
Exactly.
I don't know how people watch this show. I
I
watch it
know.
when I'm not working, just because it's just there's nothing to do. So why not watch Raw?
Exactly.
Um, that way I just can form more opinions for when I come back on here. But like,
Exactly. More talking points.
right, but honestly, if I were you guys, I would just play it safe and just watch the YouTube clips, because Jesus Christ,
Basically, man.
if that.
Well, tonight on SmackDown, I fell asleep, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, that explains it basically. You'll fall asleep watching these shows. If you even want to watch them, if you don't fucking change the channel, or just go to YouTube instead. Anything is better than this.
Yeah, man, and because of that, we got some rumors circulating about Randy Orton and Edge. Obviously, they had a great Mania build that led to one of the most underwhelming matches at that WrestleMania. And this feud is being talked about to make a return. And what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, like, why? I thought he already ended with that match. Like, I don't get what's the point of keeping it alive. People clearly weren't happy with the results, so why would you bring it back? That's my thing. You know? What do you think?
Yeah, I think. Listen, like they had a great back and forth. Obviously, their build up was phenomenal.
Yeah.
However, I don't think it's something that needs to be revisited.
No.
I think there's way cooler things you can do with Edge. Perhaps a match with Drew, Aleister Black. Obviously, Aleister Black, Edge was one of his favorites. I think that'd be something cool if Edge were to put him over. That's if Edge would put him over.
That's true.
And I feel like Edge would, but you never know if that's the kind of call Vince would want to go with.
It's all up to Vince in the end. You know, Vince with old guys or older guys just loves them to the end.
Yeah, because I mean we know that Paul Heyman is a huge Aleister mark, and he's been a huge backing for Aleister on the main roster. In kind of his build up, he's been a huge part of that, and obviously we know that. But at the end of the day, it's like it's something. It's just Vince. It just comes down to Vince.
Exactly, man. It's all up to Vince. If he doesn't want Black to beat someone like Edge, he won't. That's just the bottom line. It's all up to Vince, man.
And clearly, if all he thought of Aleister Black for 8 months was sitting in a damn closet, then do you think he's going to want him to go over on Edge? Exactly. I highly doubt that.
Most likely not, you know.
Yeah, but regardless, I think there's way cooler things you can do with Edge, especially now that we do have him back for the time being.
Yeah, for like 3 years.
Yeah, so I
probably make it like 3 feuds in there.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, this clearly just ties into their ratings, and they want, and this also has to do with it. Styles came back in a very underwhelming fashion to face Humberto Carrillo, and no one gave a fuck, obviously, and I can't blame them.
Why would you? He just got buried.
He just came back, and the last member of a gauntlet match, and just is in Money in the Bank, and he just addressed like, yeah, I was buried, I admit it, but now I'm back because I'm phenomenal. And I forgot that I was in a faction just a couple months ago. So,
like, seriously, man.
And even Styles himself went on record and saying that his return was a waste, which that there just tells you that the decision to bring him back was fucking awful.
Good one. I swear, they should not have done it, bro. That shit was so lame. Like, come on, man.
And AJ even said himself, you know, like, I think I should have came back with a new look, a new mindset, a new personality, new whatever. And he just comes back. Phenomenal AJ Styles, I'm back. Oh boy, who cares? And that was it. That was pretty much AJ's return
Basically.
in a nutshell. So yeah, guys. I mean, yeah, this clearly is just a attempt to find ratings, to a ratings grab. Pretty much just that. That's
Yeah, just, well, we need ratings, so let's get these two on the show, because people will watch it for them.
yeah, and I mean, let me tell you, man, people aren't not watching because of fucking, because AJ's not on the show and because Edge isn't on the, people aren't watching because of the amount of fucking care you put into the show, which is little to none.
Exactly. Like, people aren't watching because, first of all, with no crowd, these shows are abysmal. And second, these shows suck anyway. So it's just, like, why would anyone watch any of these? Like, why? What does someone gain from watching these shows? Nothing. It doesn't entertain anyone but Vince. So, and not everyone's Vince. So of course no one's gonna want to watch these shows, you know?
100%. Yeah, and that's pretty much the news coming out of Raw, man. And coming out of SmackDown, we have one that's gonna piss a lot of people off, including myself. WWE. What?
Oh, are you talking about Jeff?
Oh no, this is even worse, actually. WWE seems to just be just very nicely easing themselves away from heavy machinery.
Oh, I heard about this, yeah. Man.
By God. Are you fucking kidding me?
What the fuck are you gonna do with Otis after this whole Mandy thing's done? Exactly, they won't be able to answer that question. If you ask Vince, he will be like, oh, we'll see what the world takes him to, or some shit like that. Like, you know they have a plan for him.
One of those fucking stupid Vince answers. Oh, we got a lot planned for him. We're gonna put the IC title on him a month before his contract's up. That's the plan.
And he resigns and loses it to Lifer. Genius.
To the lifer. It got his ass.
Like, bro.
Nate, what's going on, bro? Good to have you back. Anyway, yeah, man. Honestly, Otis. What the who? What? Who looks at Otis as a singles guy? He's not a singles guy. I'll tell you right there. Just because he's fucking fat and goofy does not mean he's gonna fucking go anywhere. Other than he doesn't even make it to the IC championship, if you ask me.
No, not really, man.
Give him a month, he'll be off television. After this Mandy stuff is done, give him a month. I'll give him a month, and he'll be gone.
He'll be dead. Yeah, he'll be dead already, man. Because that's this company.
And even if you do and even if you do anything with Otis, what the fuck are you gonna do with Tucker? You're just gonna just leave him? Just oh, we don't need you anymore.
Imagine how fucked up it would be if they break them up, then release Tucker. That would be the most fucked up thing, and Vince would do it. Like, God.
Yeah, no, Otis is not a singles guy. Just because he's funny and he's got charisma doesn't mean shit, really. I mean,
Exactly.
especially exactly, and he was. I mean, Heavy Machinery is just. They were just a perfect thing. They really were.
They were very great as a tag team, bro. They are very great as a tag team.
And the reason I say because he's funny and he's got charisma doesn't mean anything is because sure he can be funny and he makes people laugh and all that, but what is WWE gonna look at him as? They're not gonna look at him as a champion. He's going to go nowhere.
He's going to be a joke.
At least with
Jose.
at least with Heavy Machinery, him and Tucker had a cool, powerful move set. They were basically like the New Day, kind of. Just a funny, loving, but serious team.
Exactly. Legit. And now they're gonna be broken up. And Tucker's gonna be literally nothing. And Otis is gonna be nothing after this Mandy storyline ends. So, you know, no matter where you go, either of them are gonna end up in nothing if you break them up. This was the stupidest decision they'll make.
110%. 110%. That is the most boneheaded decision. And to just drift away from it is even worse. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at least have a falling out or something to see if somebody can get over. But you're just like, oh, I was in a tag team? Really?
Really? Oh, damn. I didn't know that. Like, bro.
You know what I mean? It's like, man, honestly, man, it was just, and besides, so you're telling me that is your vision for the fucking tag team championships? None of those teams are over. The New Day, people are always off and on about them.
Exactly.
Fucking, the Lucha House Party, nobody gives a fucking two shits about their life. And Miz and Morrison are already a dead act, which, if John Morrison being in the WWE tells you anything, it's that he's fucking dead in 2 months. 2 months. Because they paired him with the Miz and made them fucking cringy rappers.
Exactly. Like, bro, like, they love to split actual real tag teams, but they love to push these mixed-ass singles guys that they make a tag team. Like, why? You could have such genuine tag teams like Heavy Machinery, where you make a Miz and Morrison. Those two cringy fucks. Want people to laugh, give them Heavy Machinery. Like, come on, man, it's logic. Evans is just missing.
And this begs with the revival set on Talk is Jericho. The only fucking tag teams that get pushed are fucking jokes.
Exactly.
Like, Heavy Machinery were goofs in NXT, but I wouldn't necessarily call them like a comedy team.
No.
Not what WWE envisions in a comedy team, which is fucking Otis walking around slapping a fucking ham. These fucking, you know what I mean? Like, stakes and weights was only their catchphrase. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Now it's their whole gimmick. Like,
now it's ham and slam.
Oh,
God. Oh, fuck. Ham and slam.
I just love to change things, man. Vince just loves to make everything his own. You have a cool version of that? Let me make my own. That's 10 times worse.
Honestly, and the cool thing about having a fucking actual tag team, instead of putting two singles guys together, Vince, is that tag teams actually have a decent amount of chemistry. And you put Miz and Morrison together, okay, they were a tag team back in the day. So what? They had funny dirt sheet segments. Cool, right? But Miz and Morrison do not bode well as a tag team.
No, they evolved so much that they're their own person now.
They really are, yeah. And John Morrison, who goes out for 9 years, completely reinvent himself in the indies, this is your fucking vision for him? Rapping? Yeah. Are you fucking serious?
Garbage ass shit, man. Like, no one wants to hear this. No one cares about Miz and Morrison. They're garbage. They suck.
And when you do have tag teams like Heavy Machinery and shit like, and just teams like that, even the Forgotten Sons you can beg, these are teams that can get over and not, these are teams that can, these are teams that can get over, and so you won't have to dip into these cookie jar tag teams, because for as long as any of us can remember, it's always been the New Day, the Usos, or fucking any kind of makeshift tag team between two top stars they want to start, like Miz and Shane.
Oh,
God knows at this point.
I swear there were so many, man. Like, out of fucking Seth Rollins' little faction, you have the actual tag team in that faction not be the tag team champions. You have Murphy and Seth, who are two singles guys, be the tag team champions. Where is the logic in that? What sense does that make?
Seriously.
Like, come on.
And it would have made more sense if Rollins would have had his faction draped in gold, and then they all lose the belts at Mania, and then split up.
Exactly.
You know what? Instead of having them just fade away too, just, oh, I was in a faction? Beats me. I don't fucking remember.
Exactly. But the fans will. And the fans won't shut up about it. And then they'll complain that the fans don't shut up about it. Like, man, you guys are just so stupid, man. Like, just use your brain. Please.
Honestly.
Man, they just aren't right. Their whole tag team just philosophy is just garbage. It really is.
And that's exactly why I do not blame Dax and Cash for leaving, honestly. Because they are exactly right about every fucking thing. These tag team titles mean jack shit.
They don't mean anything, bro.
Half the time I don't even fucking remember who the champions is, but the fucking more than likely the two teams that I think probably has them. The New Day or the Usos are most likely the teams that fucking have the goddamn things.
You literally, man. Like, come on. Like, these tag team titles mean as much as the US title. That's not a compliment, man. That is the lowest level you could get for a fucking championship.
Because their template for a tag team champion is, oh, well, let's put it on two guys, have them lose them, and then have them feud because they lost them. How many times have we fucking seen that, bro?
Exactly. They've been doing that since this fucking company existed.
Seth and Braun, Miz and Shane, fucking, and many, many more. You know what I mean? But those are just two recent ones that come to mind. You know, like, dude, like, you're basically just letting us know what's going to happen at this point. Basically. Oh, well, this is a weird tag team. They're probably going to lose them, and then hate each other and feud about it.
Legit, like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. Seriously. Breaking Heavy Machinery up in that already dull-ass tag team division is the worst call. They were probably, honestly, the most over team they had. Because, sure, it's because of Otis, but Tucker compliments Otis. That's the whole point of the fucking tag team.
Legit. Like, come on, man. That's the whole point. That's their thing. And the people really enjoyed that. But now it's over. Just for one little
storyline.
Yeah, one storyline with Mandy. It's all over. What are they gonna do after this with either of them? Sea of nothing. Sea of staying at home.
Seriously. Moving on, man. Sami Zayn, apparently. Now, Sami Zayn is not returning anytime soon. Obviously, he did get his wisdom teeth removed, if you guys did not know, and he apparently is sandbagging his own push in WWE because of his behavior. Now, if you guys don't know, apparently, Sami Zayn is a handful to work with backstage, apparently, and a lot of people do not like Sami. Obviously, I think Sami's great, and he's probably doing this on purpose to get out of his contract. He apparently brings up things like his political views, and
Yeah, I was about to say
and
that.
other
He's a very
things.
outspoken person.
Very outspoken. Apparently, he's very hard to work with, very obnoxious, and apparently he is sandbagging his own push. And if this is a tactic to get out of his contract, I do not fucking blame him.
Exactly, I would be doing that too. I would be I would be the biggest asshole backstage, and I would purposely be sucking in the ring. Because they'd be like, damn, he sucks, and he's a dick. We can fire him. But like, oh, thanks. Like, come on, man. Like, he's got to be doing this for on purpose, or he knows what he's doing at least. He knows people don't like him. And he doesn't care. Why should he?
If
How
I
many
were to
people
take a
don't like
guess,
him?
he's probably just fed up. He's probably like, you know what, man?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be a fucking dick. I ain't trying to come back
exactly.
here.
Say what the fuck I want, because at this point, who cares? What are they gonna do? Fire me? I'll go to AEW.
Yeah, man, but Sami Zayn, honestly, I mean, genuinely one of the worst booked out of the NXT class.
So
And
bad.
as far as former NXT champions, I think he's somewhere not too far behind good old brother Bo.
Yeah.
As far as worst booked NXT former NXT champions.
Oh,
Sammy's really fucking close to being up there because the way they have this guy booked is unbelievably fucking awful, and
it's
I can't take it. I cannot take. I just can't. Just hate seeing him go through that.
I swear, man.
And it's like as soon as he fucking got brought up, this shit started.
I swear, as soon as he got brought up, they just did not clearly care about him, or his character, or any of him, any part of him at all. You could tell he was they just called him up to call him up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, moving on, guys. Hack and shit.
I
And
swear.
he comes out to this fucking song.
Yeah. Fucking that trash ass dick fuck. Like, that theme does not just fit Jeff Hardy. Like, no. It's so boring, fuck. Like, come on, man. How are you gonna promise probably like the fan's favorite theme song, and
One of
not
them.
deliver?
He comes out, man, and I hear this song, and I'm just sitting there like, did this guy not fucking confirm that fucking they
Exactly.
were gonna use no more words? Did he not? Or am I just fucking retarded?
Swear. I saw a
He.
tweet. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no. What were you gonna say?
I saw a tweet and it's like, Sheamus and Jeff should have a fight, and whoever wins, they get their old theme back. Like, come on, man. Or they just forget to add it. I bet they forgot to put it in tonight. I bet that's what it is. Production team forgot that he was supposed to come out to no more words tonight.
Make
He
Jeff look like
knows
a
it's
fucking
coming.
idiot. Go on
Swear.
record saying that they're gonna uh do the um do no more words, and by fucking God, he comes out to the regular Hardy Boy song. That is fucking ridiculous.
That's so fucking annoying, bro. Like, come on. How are you gonna do that? That ain't right.
Seriously.
This show's already boring, man. Give us something. Give us one thing besides Wyatt.
I know. Fucking
Like,
Jeff.
come
Yeah,
on.
guys. Rhea Ripley back on WWE television. What do you think?
I mean, I always love to see her ass, so I'm down. I don't know if is she going back for the title rematch?
So, basically, what people are speculating now is obviously, well, first off, they protected EO, so
Oh, shit's fine.
that's great.
That's good.
Obviously, it's better than
Shocking.
fucking feeding the one superstar woman they have to
Yeah,
Charlotte. Um,
exactly.
uh, we we got EO salvaged
Yeah. Salute.
in any stretch of the word, saved by Rhea, and Rhea is now basically what they're saying is they're going to do a triple threat, and that's how the belt will be taken off Charlotte, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
And I guarantee you, sorry to interrupt, but it just comes to mind, I guarantee you they're doing that to get Charlotte back on Raw. I guarantee you.
You know it, man. Because they think she's a draw. And
But
they keep believing she's a draw.
she's not.
She isn't a draw at all. No one cares about her. No one. Like, come on, man. And I'm glad they already realized that her NXT reign is a failure. Thank God.
I swear.
But when are they planning to do that match?
Oh, probably just on some random ass week of NXT. I mean, if there's gonna be no summer takeover, since the summer has pretty much been takeover matches, but without a crowd.
Basically. It's legit. Basically has been.
This random ass group of guys.
Something overall. I'm crying.
Oh shit.
I'm glad that they're planning to take that title off her, man, because my god. We could try to kill a division. Fucking Charlotte. Oh, thank God. Thank fuck, man. I will feel bad for Io, though, if she does win it, because no crowd to have her pop. No crowd pop for Io, which is gonna suck.
For sure. Yeah, but Rhea is definitely a good thing, and hopefully this means that we get the fucking championship off Charlotte as soon as possible, because that is fucking ass. That is just a horrible fucking decision.
One of the worst, man. God.
Look, it's EC3 and Bobby Roode. Only if they just met in their prime.
Oh god, these two idiots. And it's King Corbin. And
actually, he's still the TGI Friday manager in this game. Yeah. Oh fuck, we forgot to change spots. so we could sit in our pods. Yeah, so thoughts on 6ix9ine coming back. I don't care. WWE and EA working on a video game.
Oh no, man.
Yikes.
EA, man, are evil with those microtransactions, man. We're probably gonna have to pay for every fucking finisher we want.
Oh, you want a cutter? That'll cost you $2.
Yeah, basically.
You want to equip the cutter on your character?
Wanna do a chamber match? $2. Like, oh my god, and the graphics are gonna be so bad.
Not to mention, back in my middle school days, I used to play some Madden.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to play some NBA Live, which is obviously was the counter to NBA 2K. And let me tell you, the graphics between 2K and EA on basketball players, EA sucks ass at models. If these games come, if those NBA, if those WWE models come out anything like their NBA Live models of basketball players, these models are gonna suck.
No, they're gonna be garbage, man.
Because EA has an easy out with Madden, obviously because the players have helmets. So it's easier to make them look cooler. But, oh my, I mean, if 2K does anything right, it's graphics. These graphics are wonderful.
These graphics are great, actually. Genuinely really good. But, my god, EA, man, probably the worst decision they could have made for the new games. Like, come on. And aren't they the ones that are making Battlegrounds too? I thought.
2K is.
Oh shit, I was gonna say, just look at that game, but it's not made by EA, thank god. But yeah, man, EA is not a good choice to make your game.
Why can't
No.
we just get like another version of WWE All Stars?
Something
Like with
exactly.
an updated roster, like one of the like if you were gonna go with a cartoony game, like I don't like the whole. From what I've seen, I'm not really a big fan of
Yeah.
getting eaten by alligators and
And
fucking.
Fist of Fire and shit. Well, I do have it. What the fuck?
Oh shit.
I couldn't fucking find it.
Um, yeah, and just the Fists of Fire, Super Saiyan stuff. I'm just not really into that. However, I'm willing to see what other people think of it, and if this is bad, then 2K just can't make a wrestling game. They just can't.
It just confirms that they just aren't good at it in the slightest. They
It's
don't
so
know.
it's so simple too. Like I was watching the Great One
Exactly.
earlier, and he was saying like the thing about Universe Mode is it's just a bunch of exhibition games. Like
Exactly.
he was saying like in two not 2K7 SmackDown vs Raw 2007. He was saying like you had something to fight for. You fought for popularity. You fought for how much money your brand made. You fought for viewership. You fought for how popular your superstars were. Like there's an objective that
Exactly.
gamers can sit up all night and being like, I gotta get my popularity to this. Like in universe mode, there's no objective.
You just do it to do it, you know? Like that. Exactly. They just need 2K just needs a few little things and their games will be really great.
Seriously, because they
That's
have
all they really need.
the moveset. 2K20, the mapping, it takes a little getting used to, but once you get used to it,
Yeah.
it's not too. It's just a bitch, just because obviously they've had the same mapping for so long. To switch it takes a little. It's gonna take a little getting used to, but I'm a little more
Yeah.
used to it now, and it's not as bad. Oh, that's a wicked knee fucking strike, bro. That is sick. Um, and and it takes a little getting used to, and
Yeah.
but they just, like you said, they just need a few more little fucking things to really make their shit decent.
Exactly. All they need are better selling, updates, and shit to do. That's all they need, and these games will be great. Like, like you said before, I remember we said this like the other night or something. Like, WWE and sports games are not meant to be yearly games.
Yeah,
They
they're
really,
definitely not. They should do just like UFC does. I believe UFC has a game come out every 2 or 3 years.
yeah, something like that.
Um,
It's,
and and just update it before Mania and SummerSlam. That's
it's
or
all you
just
need.
updated before their big five. Like the Great One was saying this when I was watching this video earlier today. I don't remember anybody asking for zombies and
Exactly.
Robot Nia Jax and Farmer and Natalia and Frankenstrowman. I don't remember anybody ever asking for that. And the Swamp Father. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm
No
sorry,
one
man,
wants this.
but I don't fucking remember anybody asking for that. I seriously do not.
Exactly.
And it's just fucking stupid. But honestly, just
Exactly.
update the goddamn game before their big five pay-per-views and have them come out every 2.5 years, and you'll be fine. You'll have a game
Exactly.
that people are happy with, and it'll give you time since you're so focused with 2K, and now I guess 2K is making a football game, or since you're so focused with NBA 2K, um, you can have time to develop a GM mode since you can't do it in a year, which is bullshit because I know they can. Um,
Exactly.
and how many, for as long as the 2K franchise has been making these games, they say every year, oh, well, we wish we could have got NBA, or we wish we could have got GM mode in the game, but but we just couldn't. We just weren't able to. Okay, well, why is there things like My League in NBA 2K? Clearly, you know kind of how to make it.
They know it, they just don't care to put the time into the wrestling game to do it. Because it's not their flagship game, so they don't care.
And it's bullshit when you sell 130 copies of the same game every year. $130 copies. Like, this year, for this game, I think there was a SmackDown edition. One of the years, it was the NXT edition. It was the Cena Enough edition. Or something like that. Like,
come on, man.
You're selling $130 copies of this game for what? A couple more items and the same exact game? Nah.
Exactly, a few more people added to the roster. Like, come on, man. Like, you guys don't need to use these cheap tactics to fucking sell your game. If you just make a good fucking game, people will buy it every year and enjoy it. Like, you have the market there. It's just giving the market what they want, and
right.
They aren't. So, people aren't gonna buy your game. It's that obvious.
And I hope, since 2K is coming back to make, well, as far as we know now, they're coming back to make a 2K22, at least that's what they said. If 2 years isn't enough to make a GM mode, if you spend this 2 years just making no more glitches happen, fuck off.
Exactly, that's some bullshit, man.
If it takes you 2 years to get a fucking GM mode, go ahead and do it. But I swear to God, if this game comes out and there's no GM mode and still what we've been asking for, we still aren't getting, everybody do yourselves a favor and save yourself the 60 to 90 or 130 fucking dollars. Whatever fucking version you get, save the goddamn money and go buy a fucking real video game.
Exactly. Don't even at that point.
And by that point, you might as well go buy the fucking, I hope, the AEW video game.
I hope so.
And maybe they'll actually give us fucking GM mode.
Hopefully, man. Like, come on. That's all the fans want. Literally, man. No one wants zombies or fucking towers. They just want GM mode. Or just genuinely fun shit to do. Give us a reason to play the game. Something to work for. That's all you need, man. Like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to make games. And get people who are fans to make these games. Get people that know the product to make the games. Because they clearly don't. No one knows the product. Look at these overalls. Clearly, you don't sound more intelligent or unique. You sound like an idiot. Like,
I know. It's like when you're in school and you need a pencil. I remember it was like my sophomore year of high school, and this fucking kid says to the teacher, "Can I have a writing utensil?" And the teacher looked at him and he says, "Why don't you just say pencil?" Like, that's how I feel when they say when they say a local medical facility and shit like that. Like, well, you're not sounding intelligent. You just sound like a fucking idiot.
I swear, no one calls a hospital a local medical facility. Like, bro, like, that shit don't make no sense. Local medical facility? Vince's mind is just so off. It's just not right. It seriously is not. Fucking banning all these words that are normal vocabulary. It just doesn't make sense, man. It's Vince. God. God.
Wait, are you eliminated?
No.
I don't think we're looking at the same screen.
Shit.
You just got eliminated for me. They're like, what the fuck is this, 2K?
Seriously, man.
You have a fucking halfway decent fucking online. We're not even looking at the same screen. Jesus Christ.
Like, man, it's not that hard. It's really just open a server and just run it. Just make sure it's up to date. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, guys, but Vince McMahon, just more stupid verbiage for his fucking commentators to abide by.
Yep.
However, okay, now I'm eliminated. However, Nikki Bella says Ronda Rousey's debut was a slap in the face to the women's division. What do you think?
Nikki Bella's whole career is a slap in the face of the women's division. Like, Nikki's just gonna shut the fuck up, man. Her opinion means nothing. Like, what? What sense does that make? She said that Ronda's fucking arrival was a slap in the face. Why? How? Makes no sense, man. What do you think about that garbage?
Actually, don't knock me for this. I agree with Nikki.
No. Wait, is she talking about her debut itself or just her being in the company?
The debut.
Oh, the debut itself, yeah, that was just a moment taken away from Asuka.
Because. And this was when WWE was in that stupid fucking mindset of women, main event, even though they weren't the top thing on the show, they were just women. We're just gonna ignore everything else. Women.
Yep.
Asuka? Now, Nikki Bella, well, she did say this. It was a slap in the face to all the women that came out for that match. Now, Kelly was in that match, so I don't necessarily think that Ronda is taking anything away from Kelly's career, because that was already horrible.
Exactly.
But as far as that moment, no, that was overshadowing at its best. How are you going to have, and we should have knew right there that Asuka was going to lose at Mania. How are you going to have Asuka prevail in the Rumble, be the hottest thing going into that Mania, and then we're just like, oh, well, Asuka's not cool enough because look at our new toy.
Exactly.
So that, to me, I stand by Nikki with that one. That debut was a slap in the face to Asuka. I don't know so much more of the historical women, but Asuka, that was a slap in the face to Asuka. And I think Sasha lasted like 60 minutes in that match. That's a slap in the face to people like that. Like, oh, seriously. Well, the women we have aren't good enough. The 4 horsewomen, Asuka, Ember, Shayna, you fucking name it. We want Ronda instead, because she'll get us to the promised land. No.
Exactly. No, that ain't right, man. They're the ones that fucking kept your division alive, and you just overshadow them.
For sure. Moving on.
Which I get.
Moving on. The Revival. Oh, I messed up. Okay. The Revival left because the tag team championships mean nothing. They went on Talk as Jericho and explained the reason they left. It was because the tag team championships meant absolutely nothing, and Cash Wheeler even said himself, he would rather lose to the champions every single day for the rest of his career than hold them belts, because the belts mean absolutely nothing. And I love those guys because that is absolutely correct.
Exactly, man. They know. Like, their whole thing is, they just want the tag team division to be cared about. They want more TV time for segments and promos and matches. That's all they cared about. They wanted a great tag team division as a whole. And those championships meant nothing, man. Still do.
Right.
Still nothing. Like, my God.
For sure, man. And those guys, man, just In my opinion, they're the greatest tag team on the planet. I said that for a while,
Oh,
but
definitely.
I mean, I'm just beyond happy that they. I'm just beyond happy that they are took a chance on themselves because not a lot of
Absolutely.
people do that these days, and I'm
And
incredibly happy that they. I'm incredibly happy for them, and I mean these guys just have an awesome friendship. I mean, Cash was explaining how
oh yeah,
he was gonna stay if Dax had wanted him to because he
he's
has a family and he wanted his
exactly.
family to be okay. Like their friendship is just
This
those
is
guys
real.
is such a real thing, and that's why
Exactly.
these guys are so great on television. It's because they're real. It's a real thing. These guys
Exactly.
really are like brothers. Um,
Exactly. There's just genuinely real people that really care about the business and tag team division and each other, and they just want to show it.
and they love wrestling.
They just exactly.
That's the beauty of it, man. But the revival, the revolt, man, I swear to God, I wish them the best, and
I
and
really
I
do.
hope those guys. I hope those guys just really just stick it to WWE, and I
I
know they
hope
will.
so. Oh
Um,
yeah.
and I'm beyond excited. And if Talk is Jericho was any indication on what's gonna happen, man, those guys are going to AEW.
Oh
Those
yeah.
guys are going to
And in their
AEW.
contracts, they're gonna do everything, man. They're gonna be going to New Japan. They're gonna go to it all, man. They're gonna have every dream match you ever want with them, and they want those dream matches too.
Oh my God, can you imagine fucking let alone the Bucks, bro? But can you imagine the Revival versus Kenny and Hangman?
Oh my
Oh
god.
Jesus.
Bucks and fucking Lucha Brothers. Fucking,
Oh,
it's gonna be great shit, man. That's gonna be amazing, bro. Even like when they go to visit like fucking Japan, them versus God and
no.
shit. That's just gonna be
Them
amazing.
versus the Villain Club, bro.
This is gonna be
Them versus
amazing.
LAX.
This is gonna be great shit all around.
And obviously them versus the Bucks.
The Ultimate Dream match.
Jesus, that is going to be kick ass, bro. They are going to have a kick ass run. And
Oh
bro,
man.
moving on. Were
Mhm.
you guys fans of the Firefly Funhouse match? Because I know I was. Were you, bro? Even though I already know the answer, tell the viewers what you think
Oh
about
my
that match.
god. Oh man. That shit was so good, bro. Nah, bro. Cena and Wyatt didn't need a normal match. What they did was made sense. They had the most mental match ever, and it was amazing, man. I loved it. Every second of it, man, was just amazing. I love that shit. What did you think about that match? I
Phenomenal.
don't know. Oh yeah,
Phenomenal.
amazing,
Loved it.
unbelievable.
Now, I know we love that match, but this is going to make everybody a little sad. Because the
Good.
original plan was Code Orange
Oh,
was supposed to play Bray Wyatt to the
oh,
ring at WrestleMania.
that's awesome. That would have been awesome, bro. And they could do that next Mania with an actual crowd there. That's gonna be fucking awesome. Cause that would have been so kick-ass, bro. That would have been awesome.
Honestly, that
Hell,
I love
especially
me some live bands, man, and that would have
so
been
bad.
fucking. That would have been fucking awesome, bro.
So
That
bad. That would have been sick.
yes, thought I'd throw that in there,
So
man. Let me know what you guys think. That would have been fucking incredible.
that would have been so awesome, man.
Moving
Uh,
on, what were you saying?
oh, I was marking out for that idea.
WWE. I wonder if he was gonna come out in a monster truck too.
Both of that combined would be nuts, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like you probably wouldn't be able to hear it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think we could do that.
Yeah. So WWE. Oh, the resurrection of Robert Roode. He's won the match. Um,
Okay.
WWE possibly ending the brand split. Now, this is not likely to happen, but it has been an idea that is tossed around, and obviously the reason it's not likely to happen is because of Fox. They don't want to promote USA superstars that are on USA, the
Yeah.
TV provider.
Exactly.
And yeah, it is an idea. We're not going to touch too much on it because it's likely not to happen. But it has been an idea that has been tossed around a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these shows wouldn't be any better if you ask me. It'd just be
Oh, it would be way worse.
just different tag teams in a sea of nothing than we see
Yeah,
now,
basically.
if that's possible. Yeah,
God.
and Uh, yeah, so next
Well,
up, I guess that's all we can really say about that.
yeah.
Next up, man, Vince McMahon. Love news on Vince. Love
Oh,
news on Vince, because these fucking stories are the biggest fucking
God,
weirdest fucking
man.
stories, man.
I swear.
Apparently, Vince McMahon, it is being rumored that he is begging Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar to come back
Oh
because
my
they need
God.
viewership.
Bro. Like, man. They're not the reason why you're not having viewership, man. They're not. He needs to get that through his head. It's shitty booking, no crowd, no care until these shows. People don't care about Brock. I mean, people actually do care about Ronda. People like Ronda. But she's not the reason everybody tunes in every
Right.
fucking week. Like, come on, man. Just, just no. It's really not it, man.
Yeah, seriously, I think, like, when Brock's on the show, what the fuck does he do anyway?
Except when he just has an 11-minute segment at the most of him just bouncing around while fucking Heyman cuts a promo. Like, no one cares.
Yeah,
No one,
seriously.
no one cares.
Literally just, he literally just jumps around, fucking, that's about it. He just jumps around, and if he has to, he'll dish out an F5 and a fucking German suplex, and Ronda, as far as her promos go,
No one wants to be there. People want Ronda for her pay-per-view matches, not for her fucking Raw promos. God no. Her promos were so hilariously bad, man.
I will
Nobody.
eviscerate you like smallpox. What the fuck,
So bad.
bitch?
What is that even do? What the fuck are you, a cure? Are
Fuck.
you?
I keep forgetting to change. I'm gonna attack his ass. Fuck.
Oh no.
No, I can't attack him. No, this idiot. Got him. um. Yeah, I mean, Ronda and Brock add something to the show for a pay-per-view build. What the fuck are they
Yeah.
gonna, and what are they there to do? What is he gonna challenge Drew? And what is Ronda
Yeah.
gonna do? Like, they just
Exactly.
don't fit into anything. And a lot of people don't fit into anything right now because of bad booking. Um,
Exactly.
the only one that fits into any kind of build-up is Black.
Basically, he's the only one.
And where does Seth go after his match? After his match with Drew? Is he gonna feud with
Exactly.
Buddy Murphy? Is he
Like,
gonna fucking feud with Andrade? And I wouldn't mind that. But how does he
yeah,
look after challenging for the WWE Championship, losing, and then challenging for the US title? How's that look?
yeah, just, well, gonna get that title, so let me go for this one. Let me go for the most worthless title in this company's history. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just not a good thing. Like, you don't need either of them, especially now. You really don't. Like, just try your best. Put a little care in your shows, and people will try to watch them. Like, let's put fucking other superstars in the crowd. Just please. Do what
Honestly,
AEW's
have some
doing.
fucking noise. Like AEW is being fun about it.
Exact, they're having fucking a blast with that shit. Fucking Cody was out there singing a fucking, all the heels were singing a fucking Jericho's theme song and shit.
MJF standing on a fucking chair.
Yeah.
Fucking MJF's in the fucking front row gambling over who's gonna win the match, and he has a hangman because he threw something on the ground when he lost. That was his
Yeah.
injury. Like that shit is great. Like they are having fun with it.
Exactly, they're actually having fun with these shows. But Vince, it's just normalized business as usual, just with no crowd, and it's,
No
even
fun.
with the crowd, it sucks. And without a crowd, it's just so unwatchable, man, it really is.
For
Like,
sure.
come on. These shows are so bad. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so boring. Just add something of fun.
Honestly, these shows honestly will not see the light of day again until fucking good Ono. Until what's it called? Until we get fans.
Exactly. And
Vince
AEW's
McMahon. Oh, what's up?
uh, and AEW's already starting to get a little fans back. The little 25% capacity rule. So
Mhm.
they're getting some noise, which is fun, which is actually good. So yeah, go ahead.
Vince McMahon is high on Cal Bloom and Brendan Vink. Are you fucking kidding? Are you fucking kidding me?
He was also high at Apollo Crews at one point. People remember that. So
And he was high on and he was high on Cedric and not Andrade. Cedric and Ricochet at a point.
exactly. So
But apparently he's high on Cal Bloom because he thinks that he has the potential of Edge just because he's a taller guy with long blonde hair. And he's high on Brendan Vink because it reminds him of his long-term booking with Braun Strowman. Obviously, Braun Strowman's brought up through the Wyatt family to get his foot in the door, and then he became into the monster among God knows what. And
snorkel.
okay, you understand, you have Andrade, you have Ricochet, you have Cedric, you have Samoa Joe, you have Sami Zayn, you have Cesaro, you have Nakamura, you have Apollo Crews, you have fucking Chad Gable, you have Mustafa Ali, you have fucking Samoa Joe, you fucking had Chris Hero, you have fucking God, the fucking list. You have Bo Dallas. You fucking have all these fucking people that you do not fucking use, and you want to make a long-term project out of Brendan Vink. I can assure you, your top guy is somewhere in front of you. You just have not found him yet.
Exactly.
Since you want to erase Roman from history, I can promise you one of those guys is the top guy. You just refuse to fucking use him.
Exactly. Like, come on, man. Like, really, Vince? Really? You see some of those idiots? Those fucking local talents. Like, bro. What? Like, you have so many people on that roster that you cared about at one point, but look at them now. Everyone's in a sea of nothing.
Honestly. So that is who Vince McMahon has his eye on, and regardless on how many fucking people you have on your roster, these are the people you want to push.
These people, those two. Just because one reminds you of Edge, and the other one is...
resembles Braun Strowman to you. Okay.
I don't know why that's
I don't know.
That's quality you want in a superstar.
I know.
Like, you have Braun.
Seriously. Last up before we get to the predictions, man, we got some news on Hollywood. Obviously, Hollywood is WWE's worst enemy. Obviously, they take half of their top stars and they forget about WWE and look at The Rock. Cena's kind of slipping into that role, which they're doing great for themselves. I don't knock them for it. However, I miss them. I miss John a lot. I really miss Cena. Just his promo intensity, his promo delivery, you just can't match. Unless you're CM Punk, which is what I loved about that feud, is those were two guys, man, that fucking stood toe to toe on the mic with each other.
Exactly.
And they could keep dishing shit out to each other, and there was no letting up.
Exactly. Just polar opposites, just frying each other about it.
Yeah, man, and Hollywood, obviously WWE's worst enemy. Fucking. Apparently, they are knocking on the door of the man and the big dog. Now it's starting to make sense why Vince McMahon could be mad at Roman Reigns.
Yep. Doesn't want him to leave him for Hollywood.
Because he is leaving way too soon, probably, in Vince's mind, which Roman adds little to nothing to the show anyway. Obviously, Roman's, he's alright in the ring. He's a very humble guy. Like, Joe, nobody's got a problem with Joe. Joe seems to be a pretty cool guy. A good guy, just a good guy. But the character that we see on television, Jesus fucking Christ.
That's not it. It's just not it, man. No one cares about fucking Roman Reigns. Like, come on, man.
Horrible promo delivery. Bad in the ring. Well, he's not bad in the ring, but
cut out.
Pretty much. And yeah, I mean, obviously they're cutting him out of shit. They're cutting him out of WrestleMania 31 footage. They're ordering the commentators to make no mention of him. It's generally just a fucked situation, and now we start to see why. And obviously Roman came out and said the reason that he is taking time off is because he just had two twin sons, and he doesn't want to put them in jeopardy. Which is why I say Joe seems to be a really good guy.
Exactly, he's a really good guy. He really humbled up, and he just cares about his family and his health. And people want him for movies. That's it. And Vince doesn't like that. He doesn't like when people grow bigger than his company.
That's the problem. That's where it all stems from. Is he hates people being bigger than the WWE. Which, listen, man. When you put people on 20 live events a week, what do you expect? Their bodies break down, you know. Not everybody's allowed to take growth hormones like you. Fucking
exactly.
And then he has the urgency to get mad at people for growing bigger than the WWE, and it's a ridiculous narrative. And I mean,
come on,
there's no much more you can say on it. It's just, if he's gonna go do better for himself, he's gonna go do better for himself. He'd probably actually look like a badass in movies too. Not a cringy idiot.
Probably really can. Somewhere, they'll probably book him as a bad guy, most likely. Or just use him for sex appeal. One of the two. Like, come on, man. Like, So,
Magic Mike 3, the big dog.
oh my god.
Good God.
My question: who's gonna be the Miz' next guy if he cuts Roman from history?
Brendan Vink.
Oh god.
His random ass.
I swear. And at this point, they already cut. There's basically fucking 2/3 of the Shield is cut from history. Fucking Moxley and Roman. So if Seth ever fucks up, the Shield would be erased from history.
Honestly, man. So yeah, honestly, it's just a fucked up situation. It's just probably Vince McMahon's jealousy, man. If that really is the reason, which is fucking Seth, Vince has a track record of that. Nobody can be bigger than his company, and the WWE is the be all end all for him, and that's the
yeah.
That's the narrative that's put around, man. And Vince, what are you gonna do about Vince? Honestly. So we'll just see where this takes us. But on to the Money in the Bank predictions, man. As we wind down here, I forgot this match was happening until tonight. New Day versus Forgotten Sons versus Lucha House Party versus Miz and Morrison.
I didn't know that was a match.
For the tag titles. No, it's a regular 4-man tag.
Wait, so are the normal matches just gonna be held on the roof?
It's an interesting thing because I heard that some of these matches, like these normal ones, are going to be live from the PC.
Oh god, that's gonna be weird. And isn't the Money in the Bank ladder match themselves gonna be for itself because they're combined it? Isn't it gonna be intercut and like just?
Can I say that one more time?
Isn't like it gonna be intercut with the whole show? Like it happens during the whole show?
Oh, I fucking hope not.
I heard that's like the plan, but if it is, man, that's gonna be really bad. It's basically gonna be a giant 24/7 segment.
Oh, look at that cool spot! Back to Bailey and Tamina. The fuck?
That's basically what it's gonna be, man. But this match, this Fatal 4-Way, who I got is the New Day, obviously. You?
Well, we'll do this. We'll do this format for predictions. Who do you want to win, and who do you think's gonna win?
I got you. So who's in the match again?
Forgotten Sons, Lucha House Party, Miz and Morrison, and New Day.
God, what a great selection. I guess the only person I would want to win is fucking the New Day, and who I probably think will win is the New Day. So, because Miz and Morrison, garbage. Forgotten Sons, I never liked them in NXT, let alone the main roster, so I don't care about them. And Lucha House Party is just, no one cares about them, so yeah.
Without Kalisto, it's just two unknown luchas. At least people know Kalisto.
Yeah, swear, so I gotta go with New Day for both, sadly. Who do you got?
Man, I'm on the other side of the boat here. I would want the Forgotten Sons to win, and I was never a fan of them in NXT. However, they had a promo on SmackDown a couple weeks ago, and it was the best thing about their segment. And it was the best thing about that whole segment. And I would like to see where maybe they can go, and if they can maybe make a star out of this. But that's not going to happen, let's be honest. It's going to go to the New Day. Worst case scenario, it goes to fucking Miz and Morrison. But I'm gonna predict the New Day because I don't feel like they think any of these teams are bigger than the New Day.
No.
And if it is gonna go to anybody else, it'll go to the Miz and Morrison.
Sadly, yeah. Oh shit. Guys,
And that's what's up?
Yeah, I can see why you say Forgotten Sons. So at least build a new team up that's different and not New Day or Usos. So yeah, nice.
Yeah, for sure. Bailey versus Tamina. Bruh.
Oh god.
Why is this happening?
Tamina is straight garbage. No one likes Tamina.
And I
No one cares.
hate how they try to bill her as this dominating brute force.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Like, we get it. She weighs a couple hundred more. That's all. Like, we get it. Come on, man. She. She is not it. She is not it at all. But, who would I want? Obviously, Bailey. Who is gonna win? I think Bailey.
Oh my god.
What we see tonight, I think it will be Bailey since Tamina pinned Bailey tonight. Usually we know what that means on the next pay-per-view. So yeah, I predict Bailey for both of those. Who you got?
Same here, man. I gotta go with my girl Bailey. Everybody knows I'm a Bailey mark. Obviously, this version of Bailey is not my favorite in the slightest, but yeah, I was about to say I'm excited. I am not excited for this match. And yeah, I mean, it's a Bailey versus Tamina match. Hopefully Sasha helps win or something. Helps her win to further their storyline, or that's not hopefully, but that's what I think will probably happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
That's God, like all the matches you could book. You book that match.
I know.
Tamina
What the fuck is this?
or Bailey.
A little
He's still
fucking
employed.
weenie. I know. I couldn't believe he was fucking employed either. I couldn't believe they did not gut half of the cruiserweight division.
Sure, man. I can't believe he wasn't released in Black Wednesday.
Same.
What the fuck, man?
I'm just gonna fucking tear apart a whole bunch of midgets. Why is it still Bobby Roode, Chad Gable?
Yeah,
The
what the fuck?
glorious Gable.
Glorious Gable. God.
Oh, my favorite superstar ever.
Sin Cara. I fucking love Sin Cara. He's just so there.
Yeah, man. Bailey and Tamina, not excited for this. I just hope Bailey walks away with a win. And yeah, like you said, after the night, I hope she will.
I hope so, man. If not, my God, there's no hope for this women's division. No
Next
hope.
up, Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. What do you think, bro?
Ooh, man. I really like what Seth's doing right now. But
Oh,
I
I love it.
think Drew deserves it more. Deserves this title run more. Fuck, we forgot to do it again.
I
But,
know.
I think yeah, I want Drew to keep it, and ooh, I would think that Drew will keep it. So I'm gonna go with both. I'm gonna go with the same. Him for both.
Same,
You?
man. I love what Seth is doing now.
Yeah, really good.
I think this is the best he's ever been on the mic.
Most
Um,
definitely.
I think um, I think this is the best he's ever been on the mic. Obviously, in wrestling wise, this isn't the best version of Seth. Obviously, the first IC title run takes the cake, but that's not the point here. The point is, Seth, 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 um, Seth isn't walking away with a championship here. I think they want to keep the title on Drew. I think they want to build him up for a much greater title loss. Not that Seth isn't great, but I think they hopefully want to build him up for somebody like Black or anybody who
Hopefully.
wins the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think Drew's gonna win here. And as far as who I want, I would honestly be fine with both, but I'd say I want Drew more. But I would not mind Seth just because of
Yeah.
how great he's been
This.
doing with the Messiah gimmick, in my opinion.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. Gotta agree with you on that.
Yeah, man. So next up, Braun Strowman defends his Universal Championship against, I love beating up these little guys, against, Bray Wyatt, which appears to be, Funhouse Bray. So, what do you think?
Who I want to win? Ooh, I wonder how it would be if Funhouse Bray did win. That'd be cool and unique. So I'm gonna say Bray for one. But who will win? I think it's obvious. Yeah, they're making a Funhouse Bray so he could take the loss. So I'm gonna say who will win? Most likely Braun. I don't see Funhouse Bray actually winning it against Braun. So I got Braun. Who do you got?
Yeah, it is. Oh shit, he just no-sold that. Oh my god. This is one thing about this game, man. One of the things I always say is I want better selling. In this game, they included the feature of the literal no-sell. Literally just gets up.
Right back up, bruh.
Now, there's two ways they can go with this. They can have the Fiend interfere in a cinematic-like fashion and help Bray win, or they can have the Fiend in a cinematic fashion after the match.
That's true.
Setting up the Fiend versus Braun. But who do I want to win? It's obvious. If anybody who knows me knows I'm one of the biggest fucking Wyatt marks. Same with you. And
obviously.
Yeah, and I think that, man, I mean, I want to say Sin Cara and Kendrick in this match. LOL. I don't know. I just picked a match of my favorite wrestlers.
Oh yeah, bro. How could you not love these guys?
Sin Cara and Brian Kendrick. I don't know. I just put little ass dudes in because I like to give them German suplexes and F5s. Even though they're beating the dog shit out of me right now. Yeah, but man, I mean, it's hard. I mean, they can go, obviously, like I said, one of two ways here. And the way I think they're going to go, I think the Fiend is going to interfere in some kind of cinematic fashion, and I think Bray Wyatt's going to walk out with the championship. I think, in my opinion, I think Bray Wyatt will be walking away with a new Firefly Funhouse member after this. And I think it'll be Braun Strowman.
That's true, they kind of are building to him, because Braun's really trying to, like, show that he's away from it, but you can clearly tell deep inside he's not.
He's a little shaken up every time he sees that mask, and I think Wyatt's gonna make him come home. I think so. I think Braun Strowman's believing way too much in his hype. I don't think he's taking Bray too serious, because he has not met the Fiend yet. Well, he has on Raw, but we're supposed to forget about that. I want Wyatt to win. Obviously, there's no fucking way in hell I want Strowman to win, and I think that Bray Wyatt's gonna walk away with the championship Sunday, and I think we'll be seeing a new member of the Firefly Funhouse soon. I think it'll be Braun Strowman.
Bro.
Next up, my favorite wrestler currently employed, Nia Jax, taking on Shayna Baszler versus Lacey Evans versus Asuka versus Carmella versus Dana Brooke. What the fuck? Other than Shayna and Asuka, what the fuck is this match?
I swear, he is some garbage. Dana Brooke? Why is she still employed?
She's in this match over Naomi, who's like WWE's like high flyer woman. What the
Exactly. She's like, like, bro, Carmella.
And then Carmella's in this match over Mandy, who Mandy. Sure, she's had a grudge match with Sonya, but Sonya could have screwed her out of the title or out of the briefcase. That would have been cooler at Money in the Bank.
Exactly. That would have meant something to their feud. I could have put more fire into it. But no, I put Carmella there.
And
she's hot.
And Nia in this match is fucking abysmal. I mean, genuinely just... What's up?
I'm just waiting for the injury, man. I just wonder what it's gonna be this time.
Yeah, They probably haven't confirmed it yet, but somebody probably already died at Money in the Bank, and we don't even fucking know it yet.
Oh, he drops him off the side of the building.
Yeah, fucking idiot. Next up, who do I want to win? Shayna. Who do I think is gonna win?
Man.
Shayna.
Damn.
Or
Yeah, hopefully, man.
fuck.
I don't even know, bro. I really don't know. Cause you never know with them. You never know. They'll probably put on fucking give Carmella another run or fucking give Nia a run.
First and foremost, I think both of these are going to Raw.
Probably.
But you know what I could so see them doing? I could so see them giving this to Lacey Evans.
Oh, they do love Lacey Evans for some reason. Oh my god.
And look who's got the title, Bayley. She's been like feuding with them.
Oh,
I can so see them giving this shit to fucking Lacey Evans.
Oh my god. Like, come on, man. I love the women's right, but come on, man. Oh, man. Imagine her cashing in and just giving her a woman's right. And
bruh. What the fuck? Sin Cara just kicked out of an F5? Pin his ass again. That ain't right. Pin his ass. Oh shit.
I just noticed that. Goddamn.
Oh my god, he just kicked out at 1. What the fuck? This is fucked. Super Sin. Oh, you just got eliminated for me.
Nah, fuck. I'm dead.
Yeah, man. I could so see them giving this to Nia, too.
I swear there's so many people I could see them giving it to.
Dude. Who's the Rollins champion? Oh, Becky? I'm gonna predict Shayna, and I want Shayna. Yeah. Even though I could so see them going other ways, I'm gonna predict Shayna.
Yeah.
Because on SmackDown, I would want to say they're building towards Bayley and Sasha, and we don't need a Money in the Bank intertwined with that. So, yeah, I'm gonna say Shayna.
You know what? I'm gonna say something different. I'm gonna say who's gonna win. I'm gonna go with Lacey now that you say, cause they fucking love Lacey. They love that bitch. I don't know why. So I'm gonna go with Lacey.
Yeah, I also wouldn't mind Asuka taking it either.
You never give it to Asuka.
Nah, not a chance. She'll probably be the one to take the fucking bump from Nia.
Probably.
Only those motherfuckers.
Matter onto a car in the parking lot.
Yeah. Next up, the main event, man. Well, both of these are main events, I guess. AJ Styles versus Aleister Black versus Rey Mysterio versus Daniel Bryan versus Otis versus King Corbin. Ooh. I would say Corbin is going to win it, but after tonight, he was the last one to hold the briefcase, so I'm actually going to bet against that. I'm going to say that Corbin is not going to win, and I'm predicting Aleister Black, and I think that's who should win it, and yeah, I'm gonna go with Aleister Black, man.
My one is definitely Aleister Black, but who's in this fucking match again?
AJ Black, Ray, Otis, Bryan, and Corbin.
Yeah, I'll go with Black too for my prediction because
I could also see them giving this to AJ.
I really can, and that would be dumb, but I say Black is their best.
Also, what we have to take into consideration, I guess that hacker account tweeted out 5/10/20, which is the day of Money in the Bank. So if this shit is Mustafa Ali, Mustafa could walk away with the briefcase, man.
That is true.
We'll just have to wait and see. So, but as far as who's announced, I'm predicting Black, but who knows, man? Maybe Mustafa will come back.
It's true. Mustafa is a very good possibility if he is the hacker, and if they do have the hacker like come in and win it. So definitely either Black or Ali are probably the best options.
And it would make a little bit of sense because the same thing happened to him last year. Somebody who wasn't in the match came out.
Oh, true. So he'll do it again. Do it himself. That's actually true.
Yeah, guys. So, yeah, that is going to be it for this edition of the podcast. We will be on here Sunday after Money in the Bank. Obviously, we will be doing reviews for takeovers and the Big Five pay-per-views. Not every pay-per-view, because some of these fucking pay-per-views fucking are just worth 10 minutes of talk time. But
Yeah, exactly.
And Ricochet just eliminated me, but that's okay. Yeah, guys, fucking, we will be out here Sunday with the Money in the Bank podcast. And yeah, man, so we will be on here with the review podcast for that. Obviously, don't forget What Ifs will be coming to you guys. What should be next Wednesday? Should be next Wednesday. What if John Cena turned heel? In any timestamp we choose, just book it the best way either of us can. Obviously, there are a lot of points where he could have turned heel. And what if Cena never buried the Nexus? That is going to do it, guys. It was our pleasure being on here for you guys, obviously. Our first installment of the predictions with the news. Obviously, I had a lot of fun here with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Any last words, bro?
Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope we could see you guys for the show on Sunday to hear what we think about the show and what you guys both think about the show. So, definitely, man.
For sure. Yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of the Notorious Sales Podcast, Episode 5, Part 2, News and Money in the Bank Predictions. That is going to do it for this video, you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys Sunday.
Peace.